The other thing I watch, because I watch it every week because I hate myself, is I always, catch up on wrestling to an extent.
Right.
And, I know I talked about...
To an extent.
Well,
okay, we should talk about how much this motherfucker listens to the Jim Cornette show.
Well, that's different, though. I mean, it's wrestling related.
Oh, okay. So you have two sections. The wrestling.
Yeah, he basically makes fun. He basically makes fun of all. He basically makes fun of all the stupid shit in the wrestling.
No, okay.
But
so you. Okay.
Well, what I'm getting at is, so I mentioned on a very early show that I basically watch wrestling more out of habit because it's gotten so bad recently. But like I'll always like root for it to get good again because I do feel like pro wrestling at its best is actually a very entertaining thing.
I mean, it could turn a corner again.
I mean, I hope
maybe
so.
When Vince kicks the old can.
That's the thing. I would say I watch less out of habit now and more out of morbid curiosity to see just how bad it can get because I think that Vince McMahon has to have like a syphilitic brain.
So here's
like it's so crazy.
Here's the second question: are you sure that just over like the last 20 years you haven't just like accidentally acquired some taste?
It's partly that, a little bit of that, but not
just
much.
A touch, yeah.
But
no,
it's gone.
I don't know why I asked.
It's gone downhill. Huge.
Right, yeah.
And ever since COVID happened and they don't have live audiences, it's allowed them to do things even worse.
I saw a couple episodes like right when they had no audience, and it is so awkward when they're playing to nobody because you don't have like the applause, you don't have the cheers, you don't have the boos to like back up the performance.
Yeah, they need interaction.
And it's very weird.
Well, you know what they've been...
It's like their timing was like super different. It was like wrong.
Well, you know what they've been doing for the last several months, which is still shitty. So they got this arena, and for the time they've nicknamed it the Thunderdome. And what they do is they line up all these monitors, like tons and tons of monitors in the audience, and then they basically each week select so many fans that basically just remote in with their camera.
Okay, I got you.
But then,
so they're actually getting some interaction. They're getting some like facial.
But here's the thing: is those people's audio doesn't come through, so they pipe in like cheer and boo audio themselves.
They did that with basketball too,
and it's so shitty.
That's very strange. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, so they have the fake fan noise, and it's weird and shitty. But I mean, I get why they do it, but it's still shitty.
You'd think if you can do the video, you might as well just do the audio. But I mean, it would take some technology probably. But
yeah, but then also you have the problem of like someone coming into someone's room there and like saying, "What the fuck are you watching?" Well, I guess it wouldn't.
But people in the audience are saying that.
That's true. But I don't know how you do it without. And everybody's like microphone quality would be different. And I don't know. I think it'd be really hard to do that and make it sound like not terrible.
There probably are some technical challenges there. Yeah.
But just to give you guys an idea of like how bad it's gotten, so like on last week's show, like there's this guy named Braun Strowman because he's brawny and he's like a strong man. You get it? But he does this move where he goes outside the ring, and he basically runs around and he shoulder tackles people. Like he gets some speed going and he just goes around shoulder tackling people. And they actually played train noise last week when he did it. Like he was a train. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's so mind-boggling. Like, if somebody told me that Vince McMahon's like whole goal in life was that he thought wrestling was just for 5-year-olds and that's what he was going for, even then I would be like, well, they would have to be like, R-worded 5-year-olds too. Like, because this stuff is so like insulting even to a 5-year-old. And then but the thing is, like, if you look at the current demographics of wrestling, like little kids are not watching wrestling. Like, it's like people my age and even older.
Right, the old audience, I guess.
That are, clamoring for, like, the good old days of when wrestling was good. So, will it ever get good again? I'm skeptical, but I guess I'll keep at it, just hoping.
Do any of the big names ever come back, like The Rock and stuff like that?
Usually like WrestleMania, right? They'll do an appearance.
Sometime, yeah, but it's just like he said, like for an appearance. You know, yeah, they'll come in for, you know, usually not a match, usually just a little show up and do a little something and leave again, you know, kind of thing. But we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, one day I can call myself a pro wrestling fan again without feeling shame.